First of all, there's Sounder fans everywhere. And the guys from SoCal Sound that were established in 2009 gave me this really cool scarf. And I'm going to wear it with pride. It was a nice gesture from a gentleman before the game. So that was very nice. The suit and tie I'm wearing is my suit and tie that I wore at my wedding. It's my 6th-year anniversary today. So I'm going to say to Christine, I love you. Happy anniversary. Thank you. I got to spend time with my daughter, Uma, my granddaughter, Uma, and my daughter, Danny. So a very, very enjoyable evening for me tonight. So Maz, you're off the hook. You could ask the worst question in the world, and I'd probably still answer it with a smile. Now you can go ahead.
And you've done that, by the way, so thank you. But I will start with a personal touch. Happy anniversary, Coach. And moving on to on the pitch. We could talk about the mental toughness of your team, down a goal, conceding a penalty, and then, going up 2-1. I was just wondering if you could just talk about the mental toughness of killing the game in the last 7 minutes to secure the win.
Yeah. Well, the team obviously has had, and mental toughness is kind of it's a word that everybody uses. It's a catchphrase for a lot of things, mentality, all of that sort of stuff. But this team hasn't. I mean, I remember years ago arguing with some of the sports science guys and, fitness guys, what's more important, the physical or is it mental? And we've had really good debates in the past about, what's more important. I would tell you that there were guys out there that were cramping up. There were guys that could barely run. And they had enough mental strength to close out 7 minutes. 7 minutes of stoppage time, Maz, with certain characteristics. Of course, they had it in here, but they also connected a few passes. They established some possession. We were able to win some fouls. We defended well. I mean, there's a lot in that last 7 minutes that I'm awfully proud of about this team.
Thank you.
Maz, thanks for that. Next question in the queue is going over to Jada Evans. Jada, please go ahead and unmute yourself.
I'd like to also say thanks or congratulations on your wedding anniversary and the win with some of the I guess with the way that you guys have started. You might have answered a little bit, but I mean, what do you kind of attribute the way that you guys have started this season?
Well, it's great coaching staff, changing a formation, getting the players to believe in that formation, getting them to execute that formation. Sissoko, a 21-year-old kid who only played for Defiance. Lots of people might have written him off or said this is too big of a game. He stepped in, Jada, next man up, and did a tremendous job out there. I thought he was really, really good for his debut. I'm proud of a lot of things with the club. Freddie Montero came on and did his job. Subs that came on did a good job. Again, the perseverance. I mean, you guys can write a story about, the 6-0-3 start. It's our best start in team history, and it's been pretty darn good.
Not seeing other hands, although Maz, did you have a follow-up or are you good?
Sorry about that. No, I'm good.
Okay, no problem. I see Felipe next. Thank you for that, Felipe. Please go ahead and ask your question.
So, Coach, looks like the team was having a little bit of hard time on the first half defensively, and then what were the adjustments that you made on the second part, and if the goal in the beginning of the second half changed your plan?
Well, Felipe, you are absolutely correct. The first half we didn't play very well. Maybe we were a little rusty. I think we rushed things a little bit. There were a lot of straight entry balls. Christian was trying to get behind. Too many balls just played forward, which is not our style. I think the Galaxy had a good tactic. They had a lot of players in midfield. Kleshchen and Leggett made it difficult for Freddie Montero and Raul to see the ball. So in the second half, we wanted to play more on the outside. We'd start on the right side, come to the left side to see if we couldn't, stretch them a little bit in the width to open up some space for Raul and Freddie to be effective. So we made some small adjustments. We certainly made some small adjustments. And, the goals that we scored right before halftime, just in the second half, it's always good to score them in those moments.
Jada, I see your hand again. Did you have a follow-up?
Yes, I just wanted to get a little bit more background on Nuhu and I guess how long do you think he'll be out, or what happened there as far as his injury?
Who was that, Jada?
Nuhu?
Oh, Nuhu. Well, for the people that were following along, he played 44 minutes or something against Cameroon, or with Cameroon, and their friendly that they had over the break. He finished the game with us against Austin. He felt a little tightness, and then, that manifested itself into something a little bit more serious. So he's kind of day to day, Jada. We'll get him up as soon as we can. It's not a serious injury. It's not like Nico or Steph or Jordy DeLam or Jordan Morris. It's an adductor issue, and we'll just get him back when he's ready.
Maz, I think you might have a follow-up this time. Is that correct?
I do, sir. Thank you. Hey, Brian, Stephen Cleveland just growing into that maturity goalkeeper that's able to make a late game save. Just talking about his maturity and just growing.
Yeah. How about a couple saves early, even though they were offsides? I mean, some tremendous saves there, Maz. Thank you again for asking that question, because Stephen Cleveland really deserves a lot of credit. I thought not just the the one or two saves, but his overall, handling of pressure moments was very, very good tonight. And so, yes, he's growing. He's a good young goalkeeper, good reactions, good saves. But what I liked was his I'm going to use this coach's phrase again, his mentality to, manage the game was very, very good tonight.
And then if I could sneak this in, the ability of your defense to push them off sides, because that takes some good communication for a defense to pull the other team off sides, and you guys were able to do that late in the game.
Yeah, I mean, look, we don't play with an offside trap or anything, but we like to hold the line. The trick there when you're trying to hold the line is one guy can undo all the bad work. So you push the line forward, and one guy drops 2 yards because he's tired a little bit. He can't get up with the other four. That's when you run into problems. So again, that's credit to Jimmy Traore doing the work with the back five to make sure that they're in sync with each other, so that when Shane presses, he steps up, they hold that line firm.
Final reminder, if you'd like to ask Brian a question, please hit the raise hand function button. The only one I'm seeing right now, Felipe, is yours.
Yes.
Do you have a follow-up?
Yes, please.
Okay, go for it.
So, Coach, always when you face a team that has an important player like Chicharito, and then it's an extra motivation for the rest of the team, especially Raul Ruiz that tonight tied the race for the most goals in the league. What is your opinion about that?
Well, Chicharito is a tremendous player. Raul is a tremendous player. Raul came back from Peru to be with us. We're very happy about that. It puts a smile on my face. The fact that he scored the winning goal puts a smile on my face. We had a game plan for Chicharito when he came to Seattle, and we used the same tactics here. We wanted to deny him service. You saw a couple times he was dropping off the line or coming deep to get the ball because he wasn't getting his touches. So I think we played well as a team to limit him.
All right, guys, that's the last question I'm seeing. Brian, any closing remarks from your end?
Nope. See everybody soon.